Welcome to the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Happy Tuesday morning to you. This is Rob the Mad Hatter from the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV, sitting here welcoming my boy, the Dreamback Kid. What's up?
What's going on, man? Sports Bettors TV, what's happening, y'all out there?
Oh, man, it's been a few days since you've been on, kid. You haven't been on since Freaky Friday, player.
Oh, man, yeah, I had a good time. I took the fam away. We went away. We did a little holiday little road trip, you know what I'm saying? Packed up the kids, head out to Rhode Island. Stopped at the beach for a minute and tried to make some fun, have some fun family time. You know what I mean?
Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. Sometimes you just gotta, sit back and unwind a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes, no doubt. You definitely got to get away when you can, and it's like I said, it's our, we're a few weeks away from BB and Dolo.
Yeah, right.
We're a few weeks away from me locking everybody out of the basement and saying, "Don't come down here until I come out. And if I'm not talking, don't say nothing to me."
Definitely, man. Yeah, man. Preseason starts this weekend, brother.
Dude, thank God, man. Oh, speaking of, thank God, like I said, last night took a hit, came home, did a little bit of homework and stuff, thought I had something dead right, and actually I didn't put that play in, guys. Somebody took over my computer and put that play in for me. It wasn't me. I'm trying to find the criminal that broke into my house and got on my computer and put my play. I can't wait for Cass to use that as an excuse.
That's a new one. Someone hacked my Twitter page and put losses on it.
Yeah, no. Somebody broke in my house and took my computer and put my play out. A capping burglar.
Yeah.
I can't wait for somebody. I beat y'all to it. I used it myself. Yeah. Go ahead and follow suit with it, as I think is really, ingenious, the idea. But, I put a play out last night. It had to be my worst no-score first inning of the season. As I've always complained about, I hate losing by only one. Texas and Houston decided to do something about that for me and put up 8.
Wow, man, that was a crazy game, and dude, you missed a couple of things this weekend, man. First of all, did you watch the Rousey fight?
Of course.
Well, you probably saw it on every Vine and Instagram page because it was only 34 seconds, so it didn't last that long. You know what I'm saying? So anybody could just film it with their phone and post it all over social media. Can't stop that. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
So
I saw the Rousey fight, and we were on it. I had the Rousey fight, and my man Irvin had hit me up, and we had I think Danny Garcia. I can't remember. It was a guy that Irvin told me, and big ups to him. I meant to put him a shout out, but I got so busy with the packing and getting out of here that I never was able to give him a shout out. But big ups to him for recommending that the boxing that he did. The Garcia guy was really dope. He came in and won. Rousey won. We had 2 more spots open, so I still have a spot open that I need to close with that particular parlay. Dude, funny story, man. I want to tell you. First of all, we're getting ready to take off. You know what I mean? We're going down to Rhode Island, and guys, I'm married. Just so you know, I mean, you guys already know I'm married, but just for the ones that don't know, I'm married, and as you get longer in your marriage, you guys come up with these boundaries, because like you can argue when you're in a marriage, you're in a serious relationship, as you all know, you can argue at the blink of an eye over nothing. So in order to prevent a lot of that, we set up a couple of rules. One of the rules is that my wife drives when we take her vehicle, and we take her vehicle on most of the all family trips because everybody doesn't comfortably fit in my car. So anyway, we're driving. We got we're on our way to Rhode Island. So my wife the thing she wants me to do is she wants me to ask for the directions, and I don't like asking for directions. Okay. Now, there's a reason why I don't like asking for directions. It's got nothing to do with me being a man, and it's got to do with when people ask me for directions, I give them the worst directions because I know how to get there. I don't like know how to tell you how to get there. It's just something that I know how to do. You know what I mean? I don't like really remember street names. I don't remember I'm like more like, all right, go to McDonald's, take a left right before you get, I'm like that. So that's why I tend to not like directions. So we stop at this place, right? And my wife is trying to ask this guy for directions. And the guy is like a foreigner, and he's speaking broken English, okay? So I'm sitting in the car because at this point, like to keep the marriage straight, and I don't want to argue on the road. It's like I let her just run the show right now because if I try to get involved, it becomes an argument. You guys know what I'm talking about. So she goes in and she asks the guy for directions. I'm standing there, I'm inside and I'm listening. So my wife proceeds to start talking to the guy because the guy is speaking broken English with an accent. So she starts speaking broken English with an accent. And I'm standing there looking at her and I'm dying laughing because I'm like, well, honey, do you think that, like, the guy speaks broken English with an accent, he doesn't understand English. So do you think by you speaking broken English, it's going to be any better? He still doesn't understand English. So there's two people standing there speaking English in a broken accent, and they're both looking at each other and can't understand each other. I can't say a word because I'm trying to bite a hole in my lip because I'm laughing so hard, and I'm almost going to bleed to death over in the side. So we go through all this right now, and mind you, guys, by the way, yeah, we do have navigation in the car, right? But we had to ask the guy anyway because as anyone knows who has navigation, it's like the navigation computer wants to make it the funniest thing in the world because they want to take you the longest way possible to get you somewhere. So that just was it was absolutely hilarious, these two speaking broken English back and forth. So, and I still end up getting, my wife still got mad at me because she knew I was laughing.
My father swears that the gas companies make the GPSs to take you like the longest route possible. He swears that, dude. He swears that. I'm like,
he might be onto something there. The other thing I wanted to say is, you know what? They should make it a law, like for the gas stations. Like if you have a gas station, you're charging people money for gas. Like you should have to have a working bathroom open to the public. It just should be like. If you don't have it open, like they should be able to close you down. You know what I mean? Because we get there, and of course the bathroom's closed. And it's like, dude, by the way, nobody believes that the bathroom's closed because what are you using? All right? Right. You're not like going on in the back. You know what I mean? There's a bathroom in here, and it works. I got me, my wife, the two kids. Everybody needs to use the bathroom, and the dude's like, our bathroom's out of order. You know what I'm saying? It's like, really, dude?
Yeah, right, exactly. Or they give you the key that's like 100 pounds. It's got like a tire iron attached to it.
I love the big key. The key's incredible. You could in case you run into a ninja on your way to the bathroom, you could get involved in a fight there. I love the huge key. It's incredible.
Definitely, man, definitely. So, Dream, a couple of things. So you missed. We had like a Vegas reunion yesterday, man.
I did hear. I heard the Vegas reunion was dope. I heard a lot of things going on. I liked it. It was. I listened. But I listened later last night. I was sitting out on the patio, having a cigar, enjoying myself, trying to break away from the weekend. Because the weekend, you guys know, I got young kids. It's you're in a tug of war with the kids when you're on vacation.
Yep, definitely, man. Definitely. So it was a lot of fun, man. Gave out a bunch of winners on the show. Total Sports Edge came on. The Queen came on. Shane Redenius came on. Clownman Swag came on. I was like, whoa. Dude, I was able to manage to get them all on at the same time.
Oh, that's nice. Awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was sweet. So awesome. It was just kind of like a little Vegas reunion. And I know there was a lot more of you that came to Las Vegas. So maybe we'll do another Vegas reunion with we're going to have to do a bunch of them. But we'll get everybody on here, man. I think that would be pretty badass. So going back to your girl Ronda Rousey, kid, I guess she's trying to fight Cyborg. Chris Cyborg. Have you seen Cyborg yet?
I have. We talked about it a little bit last night on Twitter. I was kind of wondering, hoping that Ronda Rousey, well, not hoping, I just was wondering if there was any talk about Ronda Rousey fighting Layla Ali, Muhammad Ali's daughter, as Layla Ali was undefeated. Now I know it's two different sports, so I don't really know how that all would work. And Layla Ali is a little bit up there in age, so I don't know if that's even applicable at this point. But I would be interested in maybe seeing that if it was at all possible.
I don't know, man, but they're getting like record buys now for the UFC with this chick.
Of course,
it's crazy. Crazy. And the fight came out at like it was like 1:15 in the morning, dude. I was over at the Wild Wings, because I went over to watch it, because they show it there. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, they're going to close the bar before the fight even happens. You know what I mean? Because we close at 2 o'clock in the morning here, guys. And I don't know how it is around you, but like 1:30, they start booting you out. Like, they just don't have it. And it depends on where you are. I mean, if you're at one of the Spanish bars, they wait till 2 o'clock in the morning. But over there, it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? So, hey.
Which makes no sense. Okay, check this out. If you're in the hood, right? The bars close 2 or after. But if you're somewhere like safe, the bars close at like 1:30. Make sense of that.
Yeah, right.
A spot where you could get shot at when the bars closes at like 2:15. A spot where like you're completely safe closes at 1:30. I don't get it.
Oh,
but whatever.
I know, man. NFL news, kids. So this Sunday, man, we got the Hall of Fame game. I know that you don't get involved in betting preseason, but hey, at least we'll have something to watch.
Oh, no doubt. I can't wait to watch because there's a lot. Dude, there's so many question marks on so many of these offenses and teams and players. There's a lot of question marks about cats that I am so not really knowing what we're bringing to the table this year. A couple of teams I think that are going to be really bad. A couple of teams that I think are going to be really good. So I am actually this preseason, the NFL has managed to fuel a ton of interest on my part, and I plan on watching quite a bit games because, like I said, I got a lot of question marks about a few teams this year and what they're bringing to the table. You know, some teams, you know, like Breezy in New Orleans, wondering what they're going to look like now without Jimmy Graham. You know, what direction they're quite headed in. I've been talking about how I think Philly's going to stink all season. I really want to see what they got going on as me and the kid Picks go back and forth because he thinks they're incredible and they're going to be incredible and I don't. And you should some of those back and forths. Or you think his back and forths on Twitter are volatile? You should see his back and forths with me. Then we got Seattle with Jimmy Graham coming on Seattle, which I think is going to make them an absolute monster and a beast now, if they weren't already, as they are one of the better powers in the NFC as well. Buffalo Bills are an interesting team. There's a lot of big question marks around them, a lot of big talk, wondering what's going to happen with the Patriots with their 4-game suspension. Just a lot of questions going on in the NFL. Dallas, how their running game's going to be now with no DeMarco Murray, which I think is going to be a little bit on the Pucci side, as DMC is physically unable to perform already on that list. So you could prepare, like he's already starting that nonsense. So, you know, a lot of question marks this year.
Definitely, season. Man. Going back to Philadelphia, so I guess they're, Sam Bradford only has a year on his contract. So they're trying to, get him at least past 2015. And they're saying that, right now he's ahead of Sanchez, and he's probably going to get the starting role over there. I just don't know how a quarterback like that fits into Chip's offense. I mean, I go back and forth all the time, and I don't know how he's going to go through. You know, Philly's got a couple of guys that have some history of, injuries, including DeMarco Murray, because he wasn't the healthiest in his, prior season. So, I listen. I think Philly has some humongous problems ahead for themselves. I think Chip is believing to his own hype about how smart he is, and I don't know. He's gotten rid of a lot of that team went from a very talented team to a cast of nobodies. I don't know if he's trying to assimilate a team that with the team concept and not really the superstar concept. I mean, if he's going in that direction, he's definitely in the right way because he got a bunch of nobodies running around out there. But as far as them being successful, I just don't know. Yeah, man. Speaking of quarterbacks, let's talk about. Have you seen Jameis Winston start off with in training camp or whatever with Tampa Bay? Well, I guess he's doing pretty well, and they're pretty impressed with him, dude. So
Tampa Bay quarterback always does well in camp.
I know. We'll see what ends up happening with that. And
I see the talks about my man Johnny Manziel not doing good in camp, and I laugh because I'm like, well, guys, the object of camp is to not do good. Like if he came in camp and looked like Peyton Manning, then everybody would be all hyped up and wanting him to start week 1. So if you have any issues, and he did just get released from Betty Ford, so I kind of didn't really expect him to come in and really tear it up, or did you?
Definitely not, man. Definitely not. And Marcus Mariota, I guess they found some glitches in his dropbacks and handoffs, man. So definitely need to work on that stuff, apparently.
Oh, God. So, listen, by the way, whatever his glitches are, they're going to be okay for that offense. I love when a team's dusty and they're going to try to mentor a guy to be good. It's like, really?
Oh, my God.
How'd you do with the guy you had last year? I think since I went to the national title game, I'm going to do what I do. And since you did nothing last year, fall back.
Definitely, man. And looking at, so Sunday we got the Hall of Fame game with Pittsburgh and Minnesota. Minnesota's minus 2.5. And then the following Thursday, there's a game, Pittsburgh and New England. And then you have Sunday all day long, dude, on the 16th. They have NFL preseason, and Monday there's 2 games after that. So, dude, let me ask, does Brady get to play in the preseason?
I don't think he does. I don't. I mean, because you're not allowed. I don't. You know, that's a great question. I don't know. Maybe somebody in the nation knows before I go out on a limb and look like an idiot and give you guys information I really don't know about. I don't think that he does, because generally when you're suspended, but the fact that he's got, I don't know, because he's appealing it. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Rick Lopez is saying that they're feeding Winston crab legs.
That's awesome. My boy is already bigger than a house. He definitely needs to work with a trainer, though, as far as his weight's concerned, to keep himself in NFL weight. He might want to talk to my man, Byron Leftwich about that, as Lefty was always tipping the scales as well.
Definitely. As far as the NFL odds are concerned, as far as futures, guys, I got the top 10 teams. Here's what they're thinking as far as the top 10 are concerned, Dream. So you got Seattle number 1 at plus 465. I don't think there's a surprise there. Green Bay plus 550. The Indianapolis Colts top in the AFC, dude, at plus 950. What do you think about that?
I love it. I told you, I think the Colts are going to be a beast this year. I like some of the off-season moves. Of course, the Colts did not really, I mean, they addressed it, but not, their main addressing should have been their defense, not their offense. As a Colts, does anybody remember when the Colts had a good defense? Like, I can't even ever remember them, like even when, I don't know.
I remember one game versus your boy.
That was foul.
Yes.
That was foul. And that wasn't their defense that was good. It was Peyton's offense that was sputtering. How about that?
Yep. Oh, man. And let's see. New England plus 1,000.
That was dirty, dog. You know what? That was really dirty.
Denver plus 1,500. Dallas plus 1,850.
That's free money for them. I love what they got for Dallas, because all the Cowboy fans are going to play that. That's like free. They couldn't wait to put that one out. They're like, I'm surprised that one didn't come out first, in May, to give the Cowboy fans an opportunity to get their money on it. Because all you guys play. I remember, dude, it's funny you talk about that last night, and apparently Rick Lopez was on the same wavelength as me. Last night, real late, all I could think about last year was how the Cowboy fans acted during the playoffs, because I had all kinds of stuff coming over my text messages from all my boys, because obviously everybody got 20 friends that are Cowboy fans. So, and of course, you didn't hear from them 5 seasons ago, so it was like a reunion for them last year that they were successful, and you got all this playoff gibberish. Apparently Rick Lopez is right there, as he put out a picture on Twitter of the Cowboy fans. I just can't wait this year for them.
Oh, definitely, man. And a couple of more. Let's see. Baltimore plus 2,300. Philadelphia, dude, plus 2,400.
Hey, where's Ray Rizzle?
I don't know, man. Last I saw, he was, he made a video, telling people to stop riding in Baltimore. Remember that?
I saw he made him. Not Sugar Ray, not him. Ray Rice.
Oh, Ray Rice. Oh, I thought you meant Booty Ray. No,
last time I saw he made a video. Last time I saw Ray Rice made a video too.
Oh yeah,
which got him in a lot of trouble. Oh my God.
Whoa. Anyway, let's see. You got Philadelphia plus 2,400. You got Pittsburgh plus 2,650, and they got my Miami Dolphins at plus 2,700. Man, a lot of analysts are saying that the Dolphins are going to emerge this year, bud.
Oh. Okay.
We'll see what happens. So Dream, you wanna talk about what we got going on Friday?
Yes, sir. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest show in the world. Thanks to the efforts of Direct Sports Solutions, my man Charlie over there, one of the guys that visit us in Las Vegas. We are now going to be on AM radio for in Houston, in the Houston area. We are on. The station is KCOH. It's 12:30 a.m. on your AM dial. We will be coming on at 5:15. We'll have a 5:15 Eastern Standard start there. We will be on the radio with our show. We'll be going live. And we are absolutely elated and excited to finally be on the radio.
Yes, definitely, man. It's a big step in the right direction, Dream.
No doubt, guys. And it is a step for us that we have, bites, but it just wasn't for us, as we like to keep most of our same format. We like to talk about what we want to talk about. We like to have our music in the background. A lot of different aspects of our show that we wanted to keep intact. Just didn't fit other situations. But this situation is huge for us. We'd like to thank my man at Direct Sports Solutions very much for all his hard work and helping us to make this happen. And we are excited and elated.
Oh, definitely, man. So we're gonna start the day off with Freaky Fridays in the morning. And then we got to go on the drive home happy hour on Friday evening in Houston, Texas, and be on the radio ripping it up as the biggest show in the world does every single day, man. So Houston, Texas, if you're out there, get ready.
No doubt.
We are going to come
on Clobber in Houston. Guys, if you are all interested, you want to hear us again, you can go on the, what's cool now about today's day and age with technology is you can pull up KCOH on your iPad, iPhone, or whatever device. I'm sure the tablets do it as well. There's all kinds of ways to listen to radio that's not in your area, because you're not going to be able to hear us on your radio, obviously, if you don't live in Houston. But if you do, if you want to hear us, you can pull it up, via one of the other avenues, which is incredible.
Oh, definitely. And guys, that's just the beginning. There's going to be a lot more announcements coming up as well.
No doubt. And guys, I can tell you, listen, we always going to entertain, and we always do our thing with this show. I have been so hyped. I've been thinking about stuff, and who knows? Maybe I may bomb the first show. I hope not, but we so plan on being as entertaining, funny as can be. We want to mix in everything with it: our humor, our fun, our talk, everything we talk about. Everything we do, we just want to try to make it as entertaining as possible. The first one might be a little dusty, so you might not want to tune into the first one.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so at all, player.
Gotta try to stay humble, because y'all know I'm ready to go ham on them. Your boy ready to go ham.
What are the people
get on the radio?
What are the people in Houston going to do when driving home? All of a sudden, hear your voice start screaming on the air. Oh, man,
Houston is not ready.
Definitely. Direct Sports Solutions just hit me up, and he said it's 5:15 p.m. Central, so it's like perfect time, dude. It's the drive home, man.
No doubt.
It's the drive home. So 6:15 Eastern, 2:15 Pacific, and 5:15 Central. We will be on AM radio in Houston, Texas, man. Looking forward to it. And big ups once again to my boy Direct Sports Solutions for putting that together. So
and we will have a couple of flyers out. Now that I've unleashed it, I'll be talking about it forever.
Yes.
I'll be talking about it forever. We got a little bit more ammunition for the haters to hate.
Yes, definitely, man, definitely. So big ups, man, and congratulations to Direct Sports Solutions for putting that together, man. Thank you so much, dude. So anyway, dude, what do you want to do, man? I mean, I hate to kill the energy and bring baseball to you, man.
No, don't do it. It's like kryptonite right now.
Oh, I know. But hey, we got to get into the MLB card and see what we got going on, man, because there's
by the way, one more thing, man. We're in Providence, dude, guys. We run up into the Dave & Buster's, and we have a Dave & Buster's in Connecticut, but it's very new. I know a lot of you who are other places probably got them. Like, certain things we're like the last to get, and other things we're like the first to get. But like restaurant chains, for some reason, like Connecticut, like I don't know, like they don't really want to be here. I mean, and don't get me wrong, this would be the area to get, because most of the people here are not in shape because our weather stinks. So cats are, you go to a restaurant on a Monday, it's a 20-minute wait. You know what I mean? So I don't know this. This should be like the mecca of restaurant chains. But for some reason we get them late. Anyway, we get to a Dave & Buster's, and my kids, I've obviously seen the commercial, so they on crack for Dave & Buster's, and they knew we were going. So obviously with my kids, they start asking at like 6:30 a.m. in the morning when they get up. They're like, I want some breakfast, and are we going to Dave & Buster's? It's like they're not even open yet, so fall back. I don't want to hear about it for the rest of the day, but of course I'm going to hear about it 50,000 more times for the rest of the day. But anyway, run up in Dave & Buster's, get the cards, and go ham in Dave & Buster's. Me and the kids are running around. I'm shooting guns at them. They're on the Transformer machine. I'm on the Batman car. Oh, my God. It was such a good time. I don't know if you guys have one out there, but if you are a big kid like I am, It is one of the funner events. I had to get my own card. The kids had their own tokens, and then my wife was like, okay, you get your own because you're killing their stuff. You know, I'm all, hey, let me show you how to do that. Let me show you how to do that. Now I'm on it, and I'm real serious about it.
Unbelievable, man.
Move away from me. Get away. No. Just put the card in. Reset that.
You gotta go to the one in New York City, man. It's like 3 times the size from what I understand. I've been to the New York one. I haven't been to the Connecticut one, though.
God, the Connecticut one is like, it's okay. The Providence one is which one we were at. The Providence one is dope. I mean, it's 3 stories, and their sports bar, by the way, is unbelievable. The sports bar part of it is incredible, and then the rest of it is just huge. It's a dope time, and we had a ball. But anyway, all right, let's get into it.
Definitely. And Yato, yes, we will be doing Freaky Fridays because our AM radio show is not until the night, so we're still going to be on the morning doing our Freaky Friday shows.
Double dip.
Yeah, definitely, man. So we're going to be on the air twice on Fridays, man, coming up. So what a way to do it, man. And thank you for everybody that's out there congratulating us right now all over the place, man. It's awesome. Twitter's like on fire right now with congratulations, Dream.
No doubt.
Definitely. All right, guys. So let me switch this up here and let's jump right into the MLB and see what we got. All right, just pulling up my screen. Just bear with me here. See what we got.
Uh-oh.
All right, baby.
Oh.
So we
At least you helped it out a little bit with this track.
you know I had to get the juices flowing, get excited, get ready, get popping, kid. Definitely. So we got the Chicago Cubs coming into the Pittsburgh Pirates. Chicago has Jake Arrieta on the mound. Pittsburgh has J.A. Happ. The Cubs are actually favored, dude. Minus 125 with an under-over of 7 runs. So what you got there, brother?
All right, Arrieta is 11-6 with a 2.62 ERA. The Cubs, as you know, 57-47. I believe right now tied for first place or top of the wild card spot with San Francisco or something like that. I read something like that yesterday.
Pittsburgh's in the top wild card spot, and the Cubs and San Francisco are dead even right now.
Gotcha. So it's definitely getting tight, getting a little bit hectic. Happ is going for Pittsburgh. I don't have any numbers on him. The Pittsburgh Pirates are 61-43, 35-17 at home.
All right, sounds good, man. So taking a look at this, the Cubs are winners of 5 straight, man. All of a sudden, they went on that terrible losing streak and now have completely flipped it around. When you look at, we talked about it yesterday, Pittsburgh versus the NL Central are really, really bad. Yesterday, the game was 1-1 tie, and then it got postponed because of all the rain. I don't like this matchup. I don't like this series. I think it's too close to call, guys. I think you're better off. I mean, if you're going to do anything here, in my personal opinion, Dream, you might want to start looking at some like no score first innings in this particular series.
Yeah. We discussed that. We definitely discussed that. And by the way, yesterday's plethora of scoring, usually when you have that much scoring, the next day you don't. So we'll take a look at that today. I got some time now to really sit down and get back into my main routine, and maybe we can come up with some gems.
Oh, definitely, man. So when you look at this, Pittsburgh is averaging 4.13 runs a game, but it's crazy because you have probably like that 7 spot, that 8 spot, then that 1 spot, 2 spot with them. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that they score like 1 run here, 2 runs there, 7 runs here. They're very inconsistent. The Cubs are actually under 4 runs at 3.85 runs a game. $100 better, you are up almost $1,000 with Pittsburgh, and only about $100 with the Cubs. Like I said, man, I think this is going to be a tight series. I think the Cubs are going to kind of feel themselves a little bit and maybe steal a game or 2. I just don't like it. And if anything, I'll get involved with maybe an under or something like that. Any opinion here, Dream, or not?
No opinion there.
All right. So the next one we have on the ticket is a series that we talked about yesterday, dude. And I'd like to know what the series price is right now. You got the Dodgers coming into the Philadelphia Phillies. And the Dodgers have Mr. Wood on the mound making his first start for them. And Philadelphia has Jay Williams. Let's see. The Dodgers are minus 200 with an under-over of 8.5. Dude, you got a series price on this yet?
I do not. No, I don't have a series price on that.
I am very interested to see. I could see the Dodgers being like minus 350. on something like this?
Probably, dude. You know, I ain't even gonna look at it.
I don't blame you, dude. The way the Phillies are playing, how could you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, remember that the LA Dodgers got smacked around by the Braves, and then the Phillies smacked around the Braves. So I would be, guys, if you're going to gamble this, I'd be very, very careful with this series. I really would, because you never know. I mean, the Philadelphia Phillies have been hot. They're like 12-4 or something like that in their last 16, something crazy, or 12-3. I think it is what it is. So what do you got for numbers for Wood and Mr. Williams?
Mr. Wood is just getting his debut in Houston, and for some reason, I don't know why they don't want to take their numbers that they
LA.
Had.
He's in LA, not Houston.
I mean, not Houston. I'm sorry. It's LA. I've got Houston on my mind. My bad. For some reason, they didn't want to transpose his numbers that he had in Atlanta and bring them over, so I don't have them. Sorry. Williams is 3-8, though, with a 6.36 ERA, so he's definitely auditioning for a position with Subway. The Phillies are 41-66. They stink. 26-27 at home. Not too bad at home, but, you know, dusty on the road. You guys know who the Phillies are this year. Don't really know what happened to them, but I think they are probably calling it a wrap for the season. LA Dodgers are 60-45, 23-27 on the road.
All right, so Philadelphia's been playing really good, as we alluded to before, but they are 1-4 in the last 5 games when playing the LA Dodgers, guys. LA Dodgers are 8-2 straight up in the last 10 games when playing on the road in Philadelphia as well. And the total's gone under in 5 of the last 5 games when these two teams have played each other in Philadelphia. So what is the total here again, man? I've got 8.5 runs with Wood and Williams. I don't know. You know what, guys? This series, I mean, you expect the Dodgers to go ham on them, but you just never know with the way the Phillies are playing right now. You can't even mess with it, I think. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it moving to the next one, man. Dude, the Washington Nats got beat up by the Diamondbacks last night, man.
Every time I see the Nats, all I could think about is how you told me they were winning the World Series this year.
They still might.
Okay.
All right.
So might Peyton Ball. He might win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, all right.
All right, go ahead, player.
All right, so the Washington Nationals got Mr. Scherzer on the mound, minus 195. The Arizona Diamondbacks have Corbin, plus 166, with an under-over 6.5 runs. Dream, what you got for numbers for these pitchers?
All right, Mr. Scherzer, 11-8 with a 2.22 ERA. The Nationals, you guys know, are 54-50, 28-20, and very inconsistent this season. Not really understanding what's going on with them, as they can't seem to put it together consistently. Got beat up last night by the Diamondbacks, who are 51-53, 25-26 on the road. This Diamondback team, man,
I know.
You know, when I had them for the series, they played me, and then went ham after that. Corbin's on the mound for them, 2-3 with a 3.21 ERA. Very dangerous team this Diamondbacks team is. If you can figure them out, I don't know. I can't seem to, but I do know that they're dangerous, and I do know that they can hit the ball.
All right, yeah, definitely, man. They're only 2 games under 500, Dream. And the Nasties are only 4 games over. So that puts this Arizona Diamondbacks team in an interesting position, man. I know that they're, quite a bit of games out of the wild card, maybe 6 games out, something like that, if my memory serves me correctly. But hey, you never know. I mean, you get one of these teams like the Giants or the Cubs that start sliding and they play each other. You know what I mean? You never know. Diamondbacks can get in. I just don't think for sure. But Arizona's 7-2 in the last 9. Washington 12-6 in their last 18 games at home. I think the Nasties get it done here, dude. I can't see them losing today.
I'm good with that.
You hate it, right?
I don't. Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, I gotta leave that alone.
All right.
I don't. I just. Scherzer. He's been good in certain spots, but hasn't really gotten the run support he should get, I think. I don't know, man. It's that show. I don't. What's the weather too, by the way? Because we got a little bit of the weather, is the weather going to be good? I mean, I see 82 here and, a little bit cloudy.
Pull it up in Washington. See what you got there, man.
I got 82 and some chances, some thunderstorms. So I don't know, that weather might be an issue as far as getting this game done. I'm sure they're going to get it done, though. But I don't know. I don't like the game. I don't like the matchup.
All right, I got you. I think I'm going to do Washington -1 run today. I think that's my play of the day. As long as the weather's right and we got the proper rosters going on and all that. I just can't see the Washington Nationals losing again, man. I really don't, especially with Scherzer on the mound at home. I think they get the job done, guys. I think I'm going to do Washington Nationals -1 run. I think that'll do it. If you were to do -1.5, it's actually +115, Dream. So something to take a look at. Just the teams that are at home doing the run lines. I mean, remember that they only get 8 at-bats if they're in the lead for the rest of the game. So, and guys, I did see something interesting, man. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but I went on my page this morning and went on one of my books, and I saw second half MLB lines. So you could actually wager on the bullpens, which is, dude, you want to talk about junkie plays, huh?
Hat, you're only allowed to change your style, your betting style, like 50 times a season. You're already at 49.
I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just saying that it's out there.
I'm just messing with you. Hat is the paying ball of gambling as he audibles out of his place.
Yep.
He's calling Lucy right now. Lucy, Omaha.
San Francisco Giants at the Atlanta Braves. The Braves last night. Damn. The Giants were up 6-0. Braves came back and won the game 9-8, dude. With a walk-off home run at the end, man. The San Francisco Giants have Mr. Peavy on the mound, and Atlanta has Shelby Miller. San Fran -125 in Atlanta with an under-over of 7.5 runs.
The Peave is 2-4 with a 4.12 ERA. Miller is 5-8 with a 2.44 ERA. Braves are 27-20, and the Giants are at home. The Giants are 27-25 on the road.
Giants are starting to do their typical skid. You know how they love to win a bunch of games and lose a bunch of games? 2-4 in their last 6, Dream. And Atlanta is 2-6 in their last 8, but Atlanta is 11-5 straight up in the last 16 games at home. And during that little win streak at home, man, they've played some pretty good teams. So, hey, this is an ugly series to get involved in. I think you would agree with me on that.
I definitely agree with you on that. I don't know. It is. Yeah, I agree with you, brother. Don't know what these two teams are doing.
Let's talk about the first place New York Metropolitans, kid.
Doesn't that sound insane?
I'm going to talk about it now because it's like party time in New York for a minute, which they're not normally in first place at this time of the year, Dream. So it's a little interesting for them, and they went kind of ham last night, man. 12-1. Final score and against the Miami Marlins. New York Mets have Mr. Jonathan Neese on the mound, and Miami has Mr. Hand, who is a lefty. New York Mets -120 with an under-over 7.5 runs.
All right. Mr. Neese is 5-9 with a 3.63 ERA. Hand is 1-2 with a 5.12 ERA. The Marlins are 26-28 at home. The Mets 18-32 on the road.
All right, so this is a game that I would stay away from, guys. Miami Marlins have actually been halfway decent at home, except for that drubbing last night. But when you look at this, the Mets are dead last in the league offensively. So their bats got to be exhausted from last night, Dream. Wouldn't you agree?
No doubt.
So, you know what, man? Listen, you would think that you want to keep riding the Mets. They're hot, blah, 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 blah. But listen, we're from the East Coast. We know these teams. I think I'm going to fall back because I just see at some point. I know they got the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals, dude, have one of the what's the word I'm looking for? One of the weakest schedules coming up for the rest of the year, dude. It actually averages it averages under 500 for the teams that they got to play for the second half of the year. So the Mets and Nationals might actually be duking it out towards the end. Maybe it comes out of the last game, So anyway, we'll go to the next one here. We got St. Lucia at the Cincinnati Reds. Here is another series, guys, that I'm telling you, be careful of. because St. Lucia coming in. I mean, the Reds have been halfway. They haven't been that bad as of late, man. The St. Lucia Cardinals have John Lackey. Cincinnati has Mr. De Sclafani. And Cincinnati's an underdog here, and St. Lucia is minus 140 with an under-over of 7.5 runs. What do you got there? Dream, you there? Guess my boy is not there. Yo! All right, man, I'll do this one on my own, guys. Taking a look at this one here. I don't have respective ERAs and all that, but I can tell you that St. Lucia is 29 games over 500, and the Reds are 9 games under. When you look at the Reds, they're actually averaging more runs per game than the St. Lucia Cardinals. Not by much, but a little bit over 4 runs. I don't like this series. The St. Lucia Cardinals 9-4 straight up in their last 13 games, however, but Cincinnati's 4-2 in their last 6. And when you look at this, Cincinnati's 4-2 in the last 6 games at home when playing the St. Lucia Cardinals. So just remember that. You back?
I'm back. Had a little technical difficulty. Sorry about that, brother.
All right, no problem. No problem. So what do you got for ERAs for St. Lucia and Cincinnati?
Mr. Lackey's 9-6 with a 2.78 ERA. De Sclafani is 7-6 with a 3.75 ERA. Cincinnati Reds are 27-24 at home. The St. Louis Cardinals are 27-22 on the road.
All right. So like I said, man, I was telling everybody to kind of beware of this series. I don't like it. What do you have for St. Louis's road record again?
St. Louis on the road is 27-22 on the road. They are all around 67-34, and one of the best in baseball right now. What do you liking?
No, I don't like it at all.
Okay,
I don't like it at all. I mean, dude, you can't. I can't bet against St. Lucia. I just can't do it.
I was definitely gonna say that.
But you know what? If I was to bet St. Lucia and they lost to the Reds, I wouldn't be surprised. So I'm gonna stay away from it.
Right.
All right, so let's see what the next one is we got on the ticket. Is we got San Diego Padres at the Milwaukee Brewers. Dude, the Brewers are done. So glad that I faded out of that future and got my money back. But the Brewers sold everybody, dude. San Diego has...
No, they didn't.
They sold everybody. They sold everybody, kid. Gomez is gone. Fires is gone.
You sold all their players.
Yeah.
I thought you sold everybody that they were going to make some noise, because I was about to say, what?
No. They're done. They're done, and they know they're done, too. They're looking at next year. They're just trying to finish out the season respectably. Let's see. Hey, it was wishful thinking, man. I was able to get that money back.
My thing is looking at next year for what?
Dude, they got a bunch of prospects going. So anyway, let's see. Cashner's going for San Diego, and Nelson's going for the Brewers. Brewers minus 122 with an under-over of 7.5 runs, kid. The Padres went ham on them last night, too.
See, the thing is, I could have saved you a lot of money on this particular future, and because I tried to tell you just there was no reason to be bothered.
Keep it moving.
Nelson is 8-9 with a 3.76 ERA. The Brewers are 20-34 at home. The Padres, who, by the way, I don't like them any better, are 28-29 on the road. Castner's pitching 4-10 with a 4.13 ERA.
Total's gone over in 5 of the last 5 San Diego games, and they are 5-1 in their last 6. Seems like they want to turn it around when you're not betting them, huh?
Yeah, exactly. But guess what? All good, because I'm still not betting them.
Exactly. Milwaukee's just been kind of spiraling out of control, guys. They had that little winning streak there, and then once they sold everybody, it just kind of took the wind out of their sails. They are 0-5 in their last 5 games and 0-5 straight up in the last 5 at home. When you look at San Diego pretty much needs to win these games, man. They're 2 games under 500. They're 4-2 in the last 6 when playing the Milwaukee Brewers, and 5-1 in the last 6 on the road, dude. So when you look at this particular matchup here, when you got San Diego as an underdog, a lot of the underdog guys might be feeling this, to be honest with you. So we'll keep it moving to the next one. We got the K-Sizzle Royals at the Detroit Tigers. Even money all across the board with an under-over of 8.5. Let's see. Kansas City has Mr. Duffy on the mound, and Detroit has Verlander. What you got here, brother?
All right, Verlander's 1-3 with a 4.86 ERA. The Tigers are 25-27 at home. Royals 28-24 on the road. They are 62-42 all around. Duffy's pitching. He's 4-5 with a 4.28 ERA. This is a series that I'm very, very interested in as I'm thinking about taking the Kansas City Royals for the series. I will have to check the numbers, do a little bit of the homework, see who the pitching matches up over the next 3. But I do have this one on my radar, gang.
Yeah, and I think you'll like one of the other series that we got coming up after the next game here. I'm looking at this, and I do have a series play with the Chicago White Sox and Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay actually won last night, so I got to win the next 2 games in that. But I got my boy pitching today, so not too concerned.
It's been horrible.
He had one bad outing versus the Red Sox.
That's true.
All right, so let's take a look at Kansas City, Detroit. Both teams are scoring pretty good, man. Detroit actually scores more runs than Kansas City, believe it or not. 4.48, where Kansas City's 4.32. Kansas City is 1-4 in the last 5 games, Dream, and 1-4 in the last 5 on the road. Where Detroit is not much better, 2-4 in the last 6 at home.
Expected Kansas City to turn it around a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I think this is a nice opportunity with Detroit, and as I can remember, I think Kansas City kind of owns Detroit, so I do need to go back and do the homework before we go ham with it, but I will, and that just means just bet. Ham is not involved with baseball as far as financial numbers anymore. Yeah. That's a wrap. But we are, I will look at this as taking it serious. We are trying to just tread water to get to football.
Oh, definitely, man. Minnesota Twins at the Toronto Blue Jays. Minnesota has Mr. Hughes on the mound, and Toronto has Estrada. Toronto minus 175 with an under-over of 8.5 runs. Big ups to Total Sports Edge for coming on and plugging the Toronto Blue Jays run line yesterday and cashed pretty easily, man.
Nice.
Pretty easily, yep. So it was like a big holiday in Canada yesterday, and Toronto went and did their thing as usual. Toronto 3 games over 500, and Minnesota is also 3 games over 500. What do you got here?
Very nice. We got Phil Hughes on the mound. He's 10-6 with a 4.11 ERA. Estrada 8-6 with a 3.53 ERA. Blue Jays are 33-21 at home. The Twins are 20-29 on the road. All around, the Twins are 54-51. The Blue Jays are 56-52.
All right. So when you look at this game, man, I mean, Minnesota's just been falling off, dude. Unbelievable. I expect them to go back on a run when they get home, but they are 2-7 in their last 9 games, man. They had like a hefty lead in that wild card race. And now it's tied. And I got news for you, dude. There's a lot of teams gunning for them, man. There's the Orioles, the Toronto Blue Jays, the White Sox, the Rays. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of teams coming at them, man. So they gotta get it going, man. They gotta turn this thing around. Toronto is 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games, 5-1 in their last 6 at home, and David Price shined yesterday for them, man. So definitely something to take a look at, man. When you got Toronto minus 175, I just don't like this particular game, so I'm going to fall back from it. The next one is something that you may be jumping up and down for a serious play on this one too, Dream. You got Boston Red Sox at the New York Yankees. New York Yankees have Masahiro Tanaka. The Boston Red Sox have Mr. Owens on the mound, and New York Yankees minus 210 with an under-over of 8.5. What do you got there?
I am loving this series, but I think it's going to probably be expensive. So I may not end up doing it, but you already know I am loving this series. I love this Yankee team, and I love what they're doing. And it's not just because I'm a Yankee fan, but I just like the way they're playing baseball right now. They are getting it done. It's a team effort. Everybody's believing in what they're doing. And I've been talking about them for a little bit. So, hey, it's finally coming to fruition. Tanaka is 7-4 with a 3.80 ERA. The Yankees are 30-17 at home. Red Sox are 20-31 on the road. Owens is pitching. I don't have any numbers for him. But I look for the Yankees to roll this series, brother.
Yankees are 10-4 straight up in the last 14 games, and 7-1 straight up in the last 8 games at home, dude.
Playing good baseball right
really
now,
good.
man.
Really, especially at home, man. They're rocking it. And the Boston Red Sox 5-13 in their last 18 games. Wow. Unbelievable, dude. Unreal just how they've fallen off big time. And 1-6 straight up in the last 7 when playing the New York Yankees. I tell you, man, I keep saying ever since Buchholz went down, they just kind of said forget it. You know, it's amazing how, you know what, we got to really examine this, guys, because what I'm noticing is that whether, you know, some of their all-star players are getting injured, traded, or vice versa, what I've noticed that some of these teams react really bad, man. They just kind of fall way off. You know, have you noticed this, Dream?
I did notice it. Well, I mean, we saw. Remember last year with the Oakland A's when they lost to Pettis?
Yeah, right, exactly.
You talk about a collapse.
I know. I mean, they did pick up Lester in that, man. So you would think they would have been halfway decent, but then they traded him at the end. So let's see. You know what? This series here, like you said, is probably going to be expensive. You know, if you get the New York Yankees -1, you might be all right, but. You know, who knows what you can get out of Tanaka? You know what I mean? I know he's been dope as of late, but who the hell knows? Especially with the Red Sox. I mean, the Red Sox do have the potential to score some runs on you. So, I don't know, man. Going to the next game, we got Houston at Texas. And, dude, Michael Fires for Houston was supposed to start today, man. Coming over from the Brewers. Kid, they had to throw him in the game at, like, the third inning yesterday because Houston was getting smashed.
What a mess of a game yesterday.
Your Houston Astros.
My Astros are dope, player. Don't even be worried about them. By the way, you might want to start embracing Houston.
Yo, the fans are going to take a liking to you out in Houston, Texas, man.
You might, like I said, you might want to start embracing Houston. Hey, I'm wondering, matter of fact, speaking of that note, because I'm always in the Cowboys behind, so I'm wondering how that's going to go over in Houston. Because I'm going to have something slick to say about them.
Yeah. Oh, that should be really interesting, dude.
No doubt. I may have to tone back some of the Cowboy love. And you guys, it's funny because I have for years actually liked them and admired them from afar, not really liked them as a fan, but I felt like they got a lot of hate and a lot of bad press for no reason. But back to the Astros, they got Straley on the mound. He's 0-0. Doesn't have a decision with a 5.06 ERA. Gallardo's going for the Rangers. He's 7-9 with a 3.39 ERA. The Rangers are 21-29 at home. The Astros are 22-29 on the road. Don't know what's going to happen today with this series.
Well, Michael Fires is not going to pitch. I mean, I'm looking at a book right now, and it's saying undecided for Michael Fires. And what they've got is, let's see, Gallardo for the Rangers and Straley for the Astros. All I have is a total of 9. I have no line yet.
I got Houston -118.
118. Okay, expect that line to change if they change out the pitcher, obviously. So
no, that's with Straley.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I read off Straley and Gallardo. I gave you Straley's ERA and everything. So yeah, that's with Straley at the start. So as I'm now, I'm becoming a Houston and a Houstonian. So
you got to get one of them nasty jerseys now.
I'm real involved with Houston now on a whole nother level.
Okay, got it. All right, man. So
told the wife, hey, get out some real estate books. Let's start looking for some stuff in Houston right now. We may have to relocate.
Oh man, so when you look at this game, guys, I mean, you got two very potent offenses here. Obviously, you could tell. I mean, the Queen talked about that yesterday. Houston is 4.5 runs per game, and Texas just under 4.5 runs. So Houston's superior in most categories here, but when you look at this series in this game, Houston is 1-9 in their last 10 games on the road. Dream, that's not going to get it done, man. I know. I'm a huge. Texas 18-7 in the last 25 games when playing at home versus your Houston Astros. So I don't know, man. We're gonna keep it moving to the next one.
Look at your Milwaukee Brewers future player. Anyone you want to talk about not gonna get it done.
Tampa Bay Rays coming into the Chicago White Sox. Kid, I love this game and I love the odds here. The White Sox -137 with my boy Chris Sale on the mound. Tampa Bay, Chris Archer. Let's see. Tampa Bay +117, under over 6.5 runs. Son, my boy is going to wreck the Rays today.
I hope so for your sake, because you love this guy. While I like Chris Sale's pitching, I don't like the White Sox's. I just don't like the White Sox as a team. I went against them and took the Yankees in the series, and I cashed it +100. This White Sox team, I I just don't like them as a team. I don't know what they're doing as well. But Sale has been a bright spot. 9-6, 3.20 ERA. White Sox are 25-25 at home. The Rays are 26-24 away. I wouldn't take the Rays either, though, in this situation. Archer's 9-8 with a 2.54 ERA.
Both of these teams offensively, up until as of late, have been really bad this year, man. Under 4 runs a game. But the Chicago White Sox have been, tearing it up as far as the bats are concerned. Even in a losing effort yesterday, they scored 4 runs, Dream. So I expect Chris Sale to shut them down. I know the under-over 6.5. I wouldn't touch the total, but I am in love with the White Sox today. But they are 1-4 in their last 5 games. It's the only thing that's got me a little scratch in my head. But 8-4 in their last 12 as well. And the Tampa Bay Rays, man, 5-13 in the last 18 games on the road. Kid, Archer's been struggling a little bit. I am all over Chris Sale today, especially, dude, when do you get Sale minus 137?
You don't.
Dude, even versus the Red Sox, rather, he was in Boston, he was like minus 175. Yep. So, at home versus Tampa Biscuit, guys, listen, I got to jump all over the Chicago White Sox. I even have them in a series play, and I expect them to get the W today. A couple more games on a ticket, Dream. We got Baltimore at Oakland. Very nasty game. I don't know if we're going to have much to say about this. Baltimore, Gonzalez. Oakland's got Mr. Bassett on the mound. Pretty much even money all across the board with an under-over of 7.
All right, Bassett's on the mound for Oakland, 0-4 with a 3.10 ERA, looking to get his first win hopefully tonight for him. 23-32 at home. The Orioles are 22-31 away. Gonzalez is 9-7 with a 4.28 ERA.
All right, so I don't really have much of an opinion at all. Baltimore's been kind of doing their thing as of late, man. Surprisingly, scoring a lot of runs, but coming into Oakland again, I just don't. I think Baltimore's 8-2 in the last 10, but they are 8-17 in the last 25 games when playing in Oakland. I don't know, man.
Put the smackdown last night. They won 9-2 last night. I was on the fence with this. Oakland, they don't have too much firepower.
No.
They don't. I don't. Very hard series to read. At first thoughts, I was thinking, maybe you take Oakland for the series, but as they were plus, because I did take a look at it last night, but it definitely was no good when I started looking at the lineup and looking at who they had gotten rid of. So they did trade Zubris. He was one of their I guess probably their biggest bat, and they got rid of him. So they don't really have a lot of firepower in that lineup.
Got it, man. I have no opinion on that game, guys. I'm going to keep it moving to Cleveland and the LA Angels. LA Angels came back and won the game last night and did not cover the run line, which pissed me off. The Angels got your boy Schumacher on the mound, kid, minus 120. Cleveland has Mr. Carrasco. Under-over of 7 runs. What you got there, brother?
Sorry, I was just moving over and looking at one other thing. Give me 1 second. As far as Schumacher's concerned, 5-7 with a 4.24 ERA. The Angels are 33-21 at home. You guys know I don't trust Schumacher. His wins have come by run support, not necessarily by his pitching performance. Carrasco is 11-8 with a 4.03 ERA. The Indians are 28-25 on the road. I know LA's given. Would you have the minus?
LA minus 120 only.
Yeah, 120. That's not bad considering LA.
I know Schumacher was dope in his last appearance too.
Yeah, that I do know. I do remember his last appearance being good. But he's had a bunch of other ones. He's been awful. So I don't know. I think you stay away from this one. I don't like him. But it's hard to bet against the Angels at home.
Absolutely. So and the bats have been a little quiet over there, man. So we gotta see what's going on with the LA Angels. All of a sudden, dude, I found them at they were like 13-1, 14-1 to win the World Series. With this little skid, dude, they dropped to 25-1. So, guys, that's something to take a look at. You got to monitor these futures, man. The final game on the ticket, we got the Seattle Mariners coming into the Colorado Rockies. Colorado with Gray on the mound, and Seattle has Nuno. Pretty much even money all across the board with an under-over of 11 runs. Dude, Seattle Mariners, dude. All the run linebackers must be furious. Dude, they were up 8-4? 8-4 in the last inning, bottom of the ninth, and Colorado scored 3 meaningless runs and lost the game. Unbelievable, man. Unreal. That just made my stomach turn, man. What do you got here?
I have Nuno as 0-1 with a 2.02 ERA. The Mariners are 27-27 on the road. The Rockies 44-60 all around. 44-60 all around. 24-28 at home. They are playing at home at Coors Field, where you know the ball flies out of the park. They got Gray going. I don't have any numbers for him, and good luck with this game.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually watch, dude. When you're watching this at Coors Field, you can actually see that when the ball leaves the bat.
Yep.
You know, 99% of the time it's like it's a fly ball and somebody outfields. Yep. And at Coors Field, when you see it, it's like, oh, that can't be a home run. And sure enough, it flies. Gone.
Really?
Oh, it's crazy, dude. Yeah, you got to watch it, man. Check out the I know that you don't.
I'm not real big on watching a bunch of Rocky games, player. But thanks for the invite.
Oh man, well, you got to watch the MLB tonight, man. That's it. It goes from game to game to game, like I said, like the red zone. Yeah, I get it. So, all right, man, that does it. Here's what I'm feeling, guys. I am on the Chicago White Sox, not only in my series play, but to win the game tonight with my boy Chris Sale on the mound, and I'm liking Scherzer with the Nationals, man, -1 run. I think that's what I'm going to do tonight, Dream. How about you?
Right.
You see anything appetizing that you're kind of feeling, or what?
As far as I'm concerned, you guys know I do the series thing. I'm not really in a game-to-game player. I will look at a couple of no-score first innings, but I didn't see anything that actually stood out to me that much. But I'll take a look as I may need to just take a break. I also like the Yankees in the series, but I know it's going to cost a bit a coin. I will take a look at that. I also am thinking about the Kansas City Royals for the series as well. I got to see the numbers and see the prices. Maybe I'll put something out at 7. I don't know. I'm not really feeling today that much. I don't really see a lot that stands out to me, so it may be just a fall back and watch, get prepared for the next series, get prepared for football some more, and definitely prepare for the debut in Houston on Friday.
Absolutely, man. So, all right, man. Dude, we didn't even go through the shout-outs today, man. Who do you got that retweeted our show today?
We didn't do much of the shout-outs. I'm going to get into that right now. Guys, I'd like to thank everybody for all their support and retweeting our show. Let me see who I got here as I'm pulling it up. We got Mr. Frank Pincolato, good morning to you. We have Palangi at the 808 Palangi out there. Justin Hernandez, thank you so much for your support, player, as you are always on point as well. Stoopy Bets, what's happening? Christos, good to see you. System Pick 63, good to see you this morning. Big Money G's out there. The Pick is out there. Joseph Del Rosario, our pleasure. P for Prez, good morning, player. Immaculate. Vegas Girl 92661, good morning to you, baby girl. Getting to a check. It's King of the Spreads, Direct Sports Solutions. As always, we are grateful and thankful, and thank you also for retweeting our show as well. KMVU, my man D, MG86, always good rapping with you. Clown Man, Swag, what's happening, player? Tanakis, Jason Bruston. Clown Man, I know you're going to be listening as you are out there. Jason Bra is out there as well. Buddy the Dog, Benjamin Rowe, Tip Talker, Rick Lopez, JC is out there. Sir Mata, oh man, the faithful. Good to see all these names this morning as always. Irvin, also C. Rodriguez Jr., Total Sports Edge. Hey, Irvin, big ups to you one more time for the fight tip as well. Jordan Ham is out there. James Harrelson, good to see you, brother. And sorry about yesterday, as I know you told me on the no-score first inning that we got beat up for. I have to make that up to you. Sin City Mavericks out there. Ciroc King J, OJFB, Danish Better, J Cass, and so many more. Guys, I am the Dream. As was forementioned earlier, previously in the show, you will be able to check us out on Fridays at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time, 5:15 Central. We are going to be on
that's right.
AM Radio 1230 dial. AM Radio KCOH is the name of is the call letters that we will be on Friday. We are excited. It is our first radio debut, and we plan on it being the first of many, many more. I am the Dream. Always remember who you with. Make the most of each and every day, as you cannot get this time back.
Yes, sir, guys. So as I alluded to before, I am taking I'm taking my boy Chris Sale tonight with the Chicago White Sox, and I'm taking Mr. Matt Scherzer with the Washington Nationals. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. I think I'm going to do Washington -1 and the money line with Chris Sale. But we are Sports Bettors TV. We are the biggest show in the world, growing each and every day. Growing like a fungus, spreading like a virus. The hashtag SBTVNation. We love you to death, guys. Go out there, go easy, do your own homework, bet your own plays, make all your dreams a reality, and get that money. Take care.
Peace.